I'm Kyle here, your admin. We're here with
Adam Biggs
from Rivers of Nihil. Before we start, can I get a brief band history for those who don't know you or who are new to your music?
Yeah, sure. We've actually been a band for longer than most people think. We started in like '09 officially as Rivers of Nihil, but beforehand it was Brody and myself in one band. It was kind of more of like a thrash metal band, and then Jake and our original drummer and original second guitarist had this other band. It was more of this deathcore kind of outfit. And when both of those bands sort of fell apart, we gravitated towards each other because we were like the strongest elements of each of those bands, and that's when Rivers started happening. And then, so we were primarily a local band in the Pennsylvania metal scene for a long time, and then eventually we put out some demos that caught the ear of Metal Blade Records, and we got signed in 2011.
Nice.
And then we've put out 2 records since.
Nice. Now, how did you guys come up with the band name?
That actually predates me by a little bit here, but I'm an original member of the band, but it was Jake's idea. I think he just met it, like originally it was like Rivers of Nihilism, and it just kind of didn't flow well. So then I think it was our original second guitarist was just like, how much is Rivers of Nihil? Like whatever. But at first when I first heard the name, I was like, it's stupid. You know what I mean? But now I can't really imagine it being anything else.
Awesome. Now, the internet describes you more as a death metal band. Like, would you agree with that, or would you feel that your genre is more than that, or something completely different?
Short form, yeah, perfect. Like death metal. If somebody called us like a metalcore band, I'd be like, whoa, like no, like you know what I mean, like yeah. Death metal was perfect. It's what when we started the band, it was kind of like that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to make death metal. I mean, you can really whittle it down into progressive, technical death metal or whatever,
Yeah.
But it's always been more comfortable for me to call this a death metal band.
Awesome. Now, do you feel with the rise of social media, genre elitism is hurting the community, or do you feel it's a necessary aspect for the music community?
I think the internet has opened up so much of the metal community to each other that genre elitism and pigeonholing, micro genres has become sort of this necessity because you have such a wide array of genres. Whereas before the internet, everything was a little more geographically organized. Like you had people out east doing black metal and the western guys doing more death metal, and this is here and that's there. But with the internet, it's kind of melted everything together, and it's less about where you're from and more about what you do. So I think that's what it's come down to, more or less.
And do you guys have any big plans after the tour? Anything new in the works?
We have about 2 months after we're done with this one, we'll be heading out to Europe for the first time with Obscura, Revocation, and Beyond Creation.
Nice.
So we'll be out there for a little while, and then we have another tour that'll finish out the year. And then from there, it's probably going to be time to start working on a 3rd record.
Very glad to hear. Now, any final remarks or any useful tips you'd like to give to up-and-coming bands who are trying to make it soon?
Spend the money on good recordings. Work hard and make sure you do everything as professionally as you can. And then, just observe the way bigger bands do their business. That's basically what we did. We always kind of pretended we were a bigger band. We really analyzed the way they do business.
Try to always have that professional aspect.
So it's dress for the job that you want.
Yeah.
Essentially.